Hello everyone, welcome once again. Ranjana Shivastav here. I am your science teacher from Ikra Primary English Medium School branch. Let's now take second chapter, that is components of food, from science textbook of standard 6th. So in this chapter we will be coming this topic such as why do we eat food, why do we eat different various varieties of food, components of food, nutrients, dietary fibers and water, different types of nutrients, functions and sources such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, balanced diet and diseases. So students, let's begin the chapter. Chapter number 2, components of food. In chapter first, we made list of the food items that we eat. We also identified food items eaten in different parts of India and marked these on its map. A meal could consist of chapati, dal and brinjal curry. Another may be rice, sambar and a vegetable preparation of lady's finger such as bhindi. Yet another meal could be appam, fish curry and vegetables. Let's see activity first. Our meals usually have at least one item made of some kind of grain. Other items could be a dal or a dish of meat and vegetables. It may also include items like curd, butter, milk and pickles. Some example of meals from different regions are given in table 2.1. Select food items you depicted on the map in chapter 1. Add some more meals to this list and enter these in table 2.1. Sometimes we may not really have all this variety in our meals. If we are traveling, we may eat whatever is available on the way. It may not be possible for some of us to eat such a variety of items most of them most of the time. There must be some reason though why meals usually consist of such a distribution. Do you think that our body needs different kinds of food for some special purpose? Students, why do we eat food? What will happen if we don't eat food? Do our body needs it? Just as petrol or diesel fuel for the car, in the same way, food is fuel for the body. Food provides us energy as necessary for our survival. Sometimes we eat aloo paratha with curd. Sometimes we eat dal chawal and roti sabzi. We always want to see milk, varieties of fresh fruits and green vegetables, fish, eggs, etc. Why do we eat so much varieties of food? Do our body needs different kind of food for some special purpose? Students, let's understand in the way we know that food made up of one or two more ingredients. These ingredients contains nutrients, roughage, dietary fibers and water. Nutrients are further classified into carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. And our body needs these different nutrients, dietary fibers and water for proper functioning. Single food item does not contain all the nutrients. So we eat variety of foods to get all the nutrients. I hope you got your answer. Students, what do different food items contain? Now we know that nutrients, dietary fibers and water are different components of food. We will now study about each of these components separately. First we will study about nutrients, then we will study about dietary fibers and then we will study about water. Let's first study about nutrients. We know that each dish is usually made up of one or more ingredients which we get from plants or animals. These ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body. These components are called nutrients. The major nutrients in our body are named carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. In addition, food contains dietary fibers and water, which are also needed by our body. Do all foods contain all these nutrients? With some simple methods, we can test whether cooked food or a raw ingredients contains our one or more of these nutrients. The test of presence of carbohydrates, proteins and fats are simpler to do as compared to the test for other nutrients. Let us do these tests and record all our observations in table 2.2. For carrying out these tests, you will need solution of iodine, copper sulfate and caustic soda. You will also need a few test tubes and a dropper. Try these tests on cooked food items as well as raw materials. Table 2.2 shows you a way to record the observation from these tests. Some food items are given in this table. You can conduct the test either with these or any other available food items. Do these tests carefully and do not try to eat or test any chemicals. If the required solution are not available in ready-made form, your teacher can prepare them as given in the box. Nutrients are substances in our food that are needed by our body for its growth, maintenance, and repair to function properly. We all know that there are five main types of nutrients. We already know that carbohydrates and fats gives us energy. Thus, food containing carbohydrates and fats are called energy giving foods. Protein are needed for growth and repair of the body. These food containing proteins are called body building foods. Food containing vitamins and minerals are called protective food as vitamin and minerals protect us from diseases. Now let's study about each of the nutrients separately. Carbohydrates. Let us begin by testing different food items to see if they contain carbohydrates. There are many types of carbohydrates. The main carbohydrates found in our food are in the form of starch and sugars. We can easily test if a food item contains starch. Activity 2. Test for starch. Take a small quantity of a food item or a raw ingredient. Put 2 or 3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. Observe if there is any changes in the color of the food item. Did it turn blue-black? A blue-black color indicates that it contains starch. Repeat this test with other food items to find out which of these contains starch. Enter all your observation in table 2.2. Understood everyone? Carbohydrates. Main function of carbohydrates is to provide energy, and this energy perform our daily activities such as walking, reading, playing, sleeping and breathing, etc. Some of the important sources of carbohydrates are wheat, rice, bajra, maize, banana, mango, papaya, melon, potato, sweet potato, sugar cane, milk, cheese, ice cream, and very sugar sweets. Now, we will do a very simple test to check these food items really contain carbohydrates. Here we are taking bread and potato. What we have to do is we have to take a small quantity of food item to be tested. Then we have to put 2-3 drops of iodine solution on it and then observe the color of the food item. If the food changes to blue-black color, it indicates the presence of carbohydrates. So just have to remember this line. food plus iodine solution is gives blue black color. Carbohydrates present isn't easy. So let's now study about proteins. Test for protein. Take a small quantity of a food item for testing. If the food you want to test is a solid, you first need to make a paste of it or powder it. Grind or mash a small quantity of the food item. Put some of this in a clean test tube. Add 10 drops of water to it and shake the test tube. Now using a dropper, add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate and 10 drops of solution of caustic soda to the test tube. Shake well and let the test tube stand for a few minutes. What do you see? Did the contents of the test tube turn violet? A violet color indicates presence of proteins in the food item. Now you can repeat this test on other food items. So students, proteins are called bodybuilding food and they are needed for growth and repair of our body. Pulses, moong, malka, chana, beans, soya beans and peas are plant sources of proteins, whereas milk, paneer, egg and meat are animal sources of proteins. The way we did test for carbohydrates, let's now do check the presence of proteins. Hey, you have to take a small quantity of the food item to be tested. Grind the food item, then put the food item into the test tube, then add 10 drops of water to the test tube and shake well. After this, add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 drops of caustic soda solution to the test tube and shake well. Observe the color of the mixture. Violet color indicates the presence of proteins in the tested of food. Hey, students, you have to remember these equations. Food items plus water plus 2 drops of water, copper sulfate solution, 10 drops of caustic soda solution. It gives the violet color. Understood all of you? So students, now I am going to end this session. We will continue this chapter from tomorrow. Okay? Take care. Bye.